it up for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
Don't let that team stand away. He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Oh, Graham Rucker for the touchdown. Graham shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
Indeed, it is the Buckeye Show. I am Tito. Wait for the guy on the right over there. There's Tyvis. There he is.
Hey, first of all, my headphones had died. That's why you keep 2 pairs of headphones in the studio.
It's the Buckeye Show. Tito and Tyvis with you. Thank you. Oh, wait, that's for you.
Thank you.
That's for you. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Nathan back there running things for us. Cam in the house as well. Appreciate you joining us this evening. It is going to be a great show. We have a lot lined up for you tonight. We're going to talk about Bill Connelly's SP Plus Big Ten rankings for the upcoming football season. We're going to hear from C.J. Hicks from some sound earlier. A former Buckeye dissed another former Buckeye. We'll get into that. Also, we have our We're on the Trail like I always do. And then a special treat. Now, I dare to tease it, Tyvis, because this person's not here, right? He's not local right now. He is in Puerto Rico? Is that where he's at?
I think he's in Puerto Rico, yeah.
Okay.
Is either China or Puerto Rico, one of the two.
A little bit of difference there.
It is a huge difference.
I thought on the text message you sent me it said PR. I'm in PR or something like that. In PR.
That is what he said. Yeah, so Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you want to reveal it? Because you set it up.
No, you go ahead. Listen, I'm in the 2 chair.
I understand that.
I'm
but
just here.
You did one chair stuff today with what you sent me a couple of show topics. You set this up with Jared Sullinger's going to join us. I'm telling you did one chair things today.
No. I like being in the 2 chair. I like how you just come down and it's like you John Stockton and I'm Karl Malone.
Is that what it is?
Just give me the ball in the paint. Let me do my thing.
Okay, I understand the basketball. Do you know Karl Malone's past?
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Okay, yeah.
Court
So make sure
I got nothing to do
on the
with
court,
that.
we're Stockton and Malone.
All right, let's go. Blake Griffin and Chris Paul. There you go.
We could do that also.
Just lob it up there.
An old guy handing off to a much younger, more athletic guy. That's a good way to look at it. So yeah, we got him coming on as well. Jared Sullinger at 7:30. We're going to have him to talk about the basketball tournament. But Tyvis, I want to get into this first. We're 46 days until Ohio State Akron. Mm-hmm. And by the way, check us out on YouTube. Go check us out there. You know, we can. We'd love to chat with you, and you can throw some questions there if you want to. But we always love doing that. So, okay, Bill Connelly from ESPN. Bill Connelly, 2 different people. Bill Connelly from ESPN.
You good? Is that the right?
It's Bill Connelly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 2 N's and 2 L's. It's not Bill Connelly like the recruiter. It used to be like with Ohio State, right? You know the name Bill Connelly?
No.
Okay, forget about it. Okay, no big deal. Anyway, did his they did the SP Plus rankings, and just to give you an idea of what this means, they say SP Plus is like it's a tempo and opponent adjusted measure of for efficiency, and so it's not necessarily a resume ranking, things like that, but it's us to guess what the top 25 will look like at the end of the season. It says they're just early offseason power rankings based on information they've been able to gather as of now. All right, that out of the way. The rankings for the Big Ten right now, they've got Ohio State obviously at number 1. That is, and I'm going to get the rankings called up right here. But it's it means a lot. If you look at it and kind of deduce what it's going to look like, how the season's going to play out. But Ohio State number 1 and Oregon number 2. I don't think there's any surprise there. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't think on your part either, right?
No. In the Big Ten?
Yeah,
no.
Okay, so we got
now this is where it gets interesting. I'm waiting to hear this third one.
Number 3 is Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I agree with that one.
Would you have Penn State?
Let me see where Penn State is on this. Hang on just a second. I got it called up here.
I wouldn't disagree with them at 3.
Michigan at 3?
I wouldn't disagree.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I
The reason being is because, yes, they lost a lot.
Right.
But they also they have the important positions that you need and what they do coming back. So outside of the quarterback thing, they're not really a pass-first team anyway. They run the ball. They still got Donovan Edwards. That offensive line is still pretty good. You go to the defensive side of the ball, they still got 2 good defensive tackles. They still got one of arguably the best corner in the country. So they still got the things that you need to be successful. So it's not, if they are the third best, that wouldn't be shocking to me.
Yeah, I would say defensively, they're going to be strong again. They're going to be strong again defensively, no doubt about it. Now, according to these rankings that they've got, as far as the defensive rankings, they've got Ohio State. I'm going to make sure I get this right on this one. They've got Ohio State with the top defense, Michigan with the third best defense in the country.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the country. They've got Oregon with the 14th best defense. Then after Michigan, it's Penn State, USC, Iowa. Any problems with that order?
I'm just not on the USC hype train yet.
Yeah.
Iowa's consistent. They're going to go 9-3 or 10-2. Like, that's just
right
what it is. And they got that cupcake schedule. So I wouldn't, we talked about this yesterday. I could so see them being higher on that list than Penn State. I think it's going to come down to them and Penn State or the team up north. If we're going to have three teams that get into the CFP, it's going to come down to one of those three teams.
I think you're probably right about that.
I just think USC got, with the defense that they played, and they're trying to revamp it, and now you're switching to a conference that harps on defense.
Right.
Like, I think it's going to be a while before they catch up. Like, the recruiting-wise, they still got to get the right guys to fit the new scheme. They got a new D coordinator in there probably running a different scheme. It's going to take a while. So, I think it's going to take them about 2 or 3 years to get acclimated in the Big Ten.
They've got USC's defense ranked 87th in the country.
I'm surprised.
Now, after USC, right, after USC, it's Iowa. And Iowa, they've got ranked 117th in the country. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I mean, Iowa, 117th ranked offense for them. That's the part that is interesting there for me. I don't know. I mean, Iowa's got such an easy schedule, that's what I'm thinking about. You hear that sound? Sorry. Go ahead.
Is that the computer?
I don't know if it is or not.
You hear that sound? Yeah. Yeah, of course I do. Yeah. Okay. I'm sitting here listening to the same thing you listen to.
Yeah. Anyway, so after that, you've got, so it's, let me excuse next after Iowa here. Sorry, my screen just froze. Okay, after Iowa, we got UCLA, Wisconsin.
UCLA that high?
UCLA is that high, which that one surprised me.
With a new head coach?
New head coach. Yes.
Over Coach Fick?
Yes.
Man, I don't agree. I don't agree with that one. That's a little bit blasphemous to me.
I think it is too. I don't see UCLA.
UCLA over Wisconsin, Washington, come on now.
I don't see it.
Cut it out. I hope so for their sake, but I don't know. No.
I don't see it either, Tyvis. I don't know. I can't see it. I can't see UCLA making that kind of jump with a new head coach. I know they got what they got the offensive coordinator from the NFL that the one they've always had, the one that was always passed up for head coaching jobs at Kansas City and then went to Washington. What's the name?
Went to Washington.
Yes.
I don't know who you talking about.
You do know what I'm talking about. He was
Eric Bieniemy.
Yes, Bieniemy. I think he's their OC over there.
Really?
I believe he is. Let me double check that, but I think he is the OC.
You know what? I feel like the stuff he want to run, he is better suited for college.
He probably is.
So I can see it. It might take a while.
I could be wrong, but yeah, Bieniemy's on the coaching staff there. That's what it was. Yep.
No kidding.
Yep. So they got Bieniemy there. Which I like Bieniemy.
I like him too. Well, he got approved. Which last year with Washington, for the first half of the season, Sam Howell was leading the league in passing. So it was something that was working.
There was something going on over there. Yes, that was correct. Yes.
I still think it's going to take a while. They have to have some success. All of these teams, a lot of these teams have to, it deals with their recruiting. They got to, especially these newcomers that's coming into the Big Ten. You going from Pac-12 play where last year you every last one of those Pac-12 teams had really good quarterback play. I think they had some of the top quarterbacks that I think a lot of them went first round.
Yeah.
You going from that to a team where they could just in the Pac-12 it was who can outscore who. It ain't really a lot of defense being played. It's about scoring 70 points. Kind of like how the Big 12 was, maybe a little bit still is, where they don't play a ton of defense there, but the offense is crazy.
Right. I agree with that.
Now you come into a very balanced thing where you got some good offenses, but at the end of the day, it's a physical style of football. You think about the Wolverines and why they've been winning is because they played a physical style of football, particularly in the trenches.
Right.
And I don't know if USC, UCLA, Washington, because they won the Joe Moore Award last year, and I don't know how many of their guys returning, but they have to get vamped into this new style of play. And I don't see it. That's not something that you just flip over one night. It's going to take a while to get these guys to understand the style of football that you now have to play, how important defense actually is.
Right.
Especially going up against Ohio State with all of what they have offensively. And by the way, they have one of the best defenses, not in the conference, but in the country. So you have to be able to match those things. And right now, I don't see any of these teams really ready for that. Oregon, yes, you could sell me on the Oregon thing. But the rest of them, USC, UCLA, even Washington, like that defense ain't there yet. And this offense for Ohio State is so explosive that it's a big gap to me.
I don't know if I can get behind UCLA over Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin they play a physical, hard-nosed style. And obviously, we know Coach Fick, and we know what he's preaching there. Now, granted, they got their own problems because of the offense that he's trying to run. He's trying to go Pac-12 offense in the Big Ten, and that's, at the end of the day, Wisconsin is smash mouth football.
They're supposed to be. I know.
I don't know why you go away from that, especially when you had the two running backs that you had.
Right.
Which I think he got one left. Malusi is his name. Wasn't
okay. I think they have one of them left. Yes.
Yeah, I think he's still there. So come on now.
I also think Nebraska's below Washington and UCLA.
Well, they should be.
I think Nebraska's past UCLA. I think they could this year.
Really?
I don't really have faith in UCLA.
You drinking that Roulade, huh?
Okay, after that. Okay, then after that, though, let's hit a break. We're going to keep this discussion going a little bit. And also hear from CJ Hicks next. He was we got some sound from him. One of the things he talked about about Jim Knowles. We'll get you that information next. This is the Buckeye Show. Tito and Tyvis on the Fan.
Winners of the prestigious Platinum Microphone Award every year, given to the best radio station in the world. No need to look it up. It's real. The Fan.
Experience the ultimate gridiron experience at the Ohio State Football Training Camp. Presented by Safelite Bob Discount Furniture and Weber. Happening at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center August 1st through 4th. Don't miss your chance to get the first look at your Ohio State football team. Bring your friends and family and dive into the excitement with inflatables, giveaways, and more. Tickets are limited, so get yours today to ensure you don't miss out on the fun. Visit universe.com/OSU Training Camp 2024 to purchase your tickets today.
Come on over to Heartland and join our family.
Did the pandemic eliminate quality customer service? Well, many places it did, but not here at Heartland Bank. Imagine getting top quality service and good advice as well to help you down life's road. It's community banking, and it's alive and well in the Heartland. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Coming over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
They're trained. They're prepared.
Let's do it.
They're Ohio's undefeated plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling team. And they're here to tackle your problems. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
And now we're on our way with Coda, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Whether it's game day or every day, Coda moves Buckeyes fans down the line toward victory. Download the Transit app today for an easy way to plan and pay for your next trip. Visit coda.com/transit app to learn more.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is a part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is safe and clean for the players every game at the Schottenstein Center. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com. Libman, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Common Man and T-Bone are known for many things. And while great radio ain't one of them, shoving food down their gullets is their specialty. Join Man and Bone for Fat Boy Food Tip.
Live at 3 or on the podcast.
Your home for fat. The Fan.
Now is a great time to schedule a back-to-school dental appointment. Dr. Manny Chopra, president of the Ohio Dental Association, is here to tell us more.
Your child's teeth and gums need the right food, nutrition, and vitamins to grow strong and stay healthy. Help them maintain good oral health by brushing every morning and night, flossing, visiting the dentist twice a year, and developing good eating habits. As kids head back to school, it's important to know that foods and drinks high in sugar, acidity, and other cavity-promoting substances are often low in nutritional value and have the potential to create plaque capable of damaging tooth enamel. A back-to-school dental appointment can diagnose any potential problems and improve your child's oral health. Ohio Dental Association member dentists are located throughout the state, are dedicated to providing the highest quality dental care, and are bound by the highest ethical standards. Ask if your dentist is a member of the Ohio Dental Association so you know you're being treated by the best. To find an ODA dentist in your area, please visit oda.org.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly sunny, hot and humid on this Tuesday with scattered showers and a few thunderstorms later this evening into tonight. Temperatures in the upper 80s. Down to the low 70s on Wednesday morning. More warm and humid weather. And again, the chance of early and late day showers and storms. High temperatures in the afternoon only around 80 degrees. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz.
Using the Buckeye hookup to play golf at Scarlet whenever we can. This is the Buckeye Show.
Buckeye Show. Tito and Tyvis. No echo. We got it fixed. We're good to go, Tyvis.
Yeah, it's nothing like an echo, boy. It just, like, you could be professional and try to talk through it, but it just bothers you. It's like in the summertime when you let a fly in the house, and you try not to let it bother you, but it lands on the screen of the TV that you watching.
Right,
it just bothers you.
I hear you.
That's how this was.
Getting back to that, put a bow on this SP Plus ratings. They also went through the odds of winning the Big Ten title, and they've given Ohio State a 30.9% chance of winning the conference title. Oregon 26.1, Penn State 17.8, Michigan 17. They've got percentages of having 11 plus wins.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
So Penn State, they got the Wolverines better
in the SP.
But the Penn State got the better chance of winning.
Better chance of winning the title, yes. And I understand that. That makes sense, no, because like I say, the SP rating is just like it's ranking the teams, how good they are, but you also factor schedule into it also. And
I don't know what. Oh yeah, so that scheduled hard this year, ain't it?
Like the percentages, they've got the percentage of getting 11 plus wins, 11 wins or more this season. Ohio State 51.8%, Oregon 47.2%, Penn State 40.2%, followed by Michigan 23.4%. So they obviously think Ohio State are going to be a class of the Big Ten, which everyone I think expects that as well. Listed their 5 best games of 2024. And 5 best conference games, I should say. Okay. And those are Ohio State at Oregon at number 1. The two games tied at number 2 are Ohio State at Penn State and Oregon at Michigan, both happening on November 2nd. That should be a lot of fun. USC at UCLA November 23rd, and Michigan at Ohio State on November 30th is the 5th best one. That's kind of weird.
Ohio State versus Wolverines, the 5th best.
It says as far as the 5 best games. The 5 conference games that feature the highest. Well, this is what it is. It's the highest combined SP Plus ratings for both teams and a projected scoring margin under 10 points.
You can't put stuff out like that.
Well, it's just if you look at the ratings, though. But Ohio State and Oregon are 1 and 2.
No.
Okay.
The list is flawed. Like, you can't put that type of game 5th. Like, with the recent history of it all, there's no way that you put in that game. I don't care what the Wolverines lost or what you may think of them. If anything, if you've been paying attention, that lets you know that it doesn't matter.
C.J. Hicks spoke, and this is what he said about Jim Knowles had some praise for Jim Knowles. Here is C.J. Hicks from Ohio State.
Coach Knowles is probably one of the smartest people I've ever been around. When you actually sit down and listen to him talk about the defense and things that he sees is really, it's crazy because of the fact, like, he waits to, like, the very last second to give us a call when we're on the field because he wants it to be the perfect call. And 9 times out of 10, it's the perfect call for whatever the offense is about to run because of the fact he watched so much film and he's so involved in just to put everybody in the right position. And he's great. He's a great guy.
I'm not gonna lie, that would frustrate me.
What would frustrate you?
To get the call late like that.
You get the call that late in the count? Yeah.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many times I've been in the game and, like, we look to the sideline and waiting for Coach Fick to signal the call and be like, dude, and you know what he'll say? If I take too long to give you a call, just play over 4. Just play our base.
That's what he'd say,
If it's taking too long, just play the base coverage. And it was to the point where we was close a lot of times to just, like, calling our own stuff.
Man, I'd love Jim Knowles, though.
I do, too.
I know he interviewed for the Duke job, I think it was last year.
Yeah.
After the last season, but I hope he's here for a while. He's
if he continue to keep putting out these top 3 defenses like this, I don't see.
Well, I know, but think about this. Look at what Chip Kelly did. Okay, Chip Kelly told you that being an offensive coordinator for Ohio State is better than being the head coach of a Power 4 program. He left UCLA, the situation there, to come to Ohio State. Being the defensive coordinator for Ohio State is better than being the head coach at Duke. It's a more prestigious job. You're always,
Tito, listen.
Yeah.
I hear what you said. See, Chip Kelly can say that. You know why? Because Chip Kelly's been a head coach for
NFL,
college, NFL,
sure.
Back to college. How many times have Jim Knowles been a head coach?
I don't know if he ever has been.
My point exactly.
But that's
but curiosity kills the cat. Man, you gotta know. Like I can't be a DC forever. I want to know what it's like to run my own program.
The way it is now, though, he's more than a DC.
Like I said, he wants to be that guy. Everybody does.
Tyvis.
Nobody gets into coaching and says, you know what, I just want to be a DC. No, they don't.
In every game he plays this year, every game Ohio State plays this year, Ohio State will have more talent on defense than the other team's offense.
Great. If
you go to Duke, that's not the case.
But if he goes to Duke and he's successful, man.
I understand that, but I would much rather. I'm telling you, I
hear what you're
saying. You're going to see more, like Hafley at Boston College. Jeff Hafley. He went to Green Bay.
But you know what? He had to scratch that itch.
I understand that, but Hafley. But I'm saying Knowles will never have a better job than defensive coordinator at Ohio State. As far as procedure, being a head coach, yes, you might make more money, whatever. But I'm telling you, he is one of those guys. Some guys are built to be coordinators.
Yeah, but
not head coaches.
But you'll never know that until you become a head coach.
I don't know, man. I hope he never leaves.
Well, he is. I'm just going to tell you that now. I think he will at some point. It's going to be unfortunate for us, but at some point he will.
I think he's smarter than that.
Okay.
If you're listening, Jim, stick around. C.J. Hicks also talked about what it was like playing for James Laurinaitis.
No, it's been great. Coach Laurinaitis is a great guy. He's definitely helped us on and off the field. Everything he's done is what we want to be. Every single linebacker in the room wants to be a Buckeyes Award winner. We want to compete for a national championship, and that's the goal this year as well. And obviously, we want to play in the NFL. So just learning, like, the little things, little details, some things that you can pick up from an offense, like what are the quarterbacks looking at, what the running backs doing, things like that. The splits of the receivers and the tight ends, he's helped a lot for sure.
I love the Laurinaitis hire. They also, I said before, I love the fact what he's doing here at Ohio State. How much credibility does that guy have when he steps into a living room? Do you even step into the living room anymore? Like I said, it's always been the thing. The coach gets into the living room. Do they still get into the living room, or is it?
I don't know if they go to homes now. I think they kind of
right.
Go
to
like
high schools.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been out of it for so long. I'm the old guy in the room. So back when I was banging, they came to my high school.
Right.
I don't know what they do nowadays. So.
But yeah, he's great at that, though, and so it's a fantastic job he's done so far for Ohio State. And when you can walk in there with the accolades he's got, what he's done at the college level and at the NFL level, it's just phenomenal. And that's got to be great for recruiting and getting guys motivated. He can show what you can do if you perform at your highest for Ohio State. All right, coming up. Speaking of Laurinaitis, by the way, coming up next, Laurinaitis put another former Buckeye on blast. We will discuss that next. This is the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
No hot takes, no dancing, plenty of stupid. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Nationwide Picnic with the Pops presents the pride of the Buckeyes, the Ohio State University Marching Band. Don your scarlet and gray and join the Columbus Symphony for a night of fight songs, battle cries, Carmen, Ohio, and more. Special guest appearances include Brutus Buckeye and the Ohio State cheer team. Pack your picnic basket and join the fun at the first big tailgate party of the season, topped off with fireworks. July 26th and 27th. Get your tickets today at picnicwithapops.com.
Okay, so that's the final price. Oh, an extra fee to drive here. Is that it? A knock on the door fee. So is that the final price? A 15% Wednesday surcharge? What for? Oh, because it's Wednesday. Of course. Can I get back to you on this?
Apex Pros, the pros who knows.
This quote you gave me, are there any other charges I don't know about?
Other charges?
Like an it's too sunny fee or my dog wet the carpet tax?
No, Apex always gives you upfront pricing.
No surprise fees?
Never.
No charge if your stomach hurts or you lost your library card?
Upfront pricing every time at Apex Pros, whether it's plumbing, heating, and AC, or our new electrical services.
I'll call you right back. Hello, other company? Hi, me again.
It's Alex, the friendly Apex Bear. You'll never get a surprise charge with the Apex Pros upfront price guarantee. Schedule an appointment now at apexpros.com.
We buy any car. Why sell your car at WeBuyAnyCar.com? Because when you trade in, you're dealing with a dealer. And sure, they're interested in a good deal. For them, not for you. Come to WeBuyAnyCar.com instead. All we do is buy cars. You get in, get out, and get paid at a fair price. So don't take chances with a trade-in. Go to WeBuyAnyCar.com for a free online valuation.
Find out how much your car's worth at WeBuyAnyCar.
Hi, here are some ways to listen to The Fan. You can download the Fan app, or listen at home on your smart speaker, or open up the iHeartRadio app, or hold your head out the window and hear Common Man scream. Happy listening from the Dopes at The Fan.
Summer's heating up at Zumbizi Bay. Slide into the action with our thrilling rides. Relax and unwind in the lazy river. Join us for $19.99 admission after 4 p.m. Zumbizi Bay, Central Ohio's largest water park. Get your tickets at zumbizibay.com.
I've been doing this for almost 35 years. I learned everything from my grandfather. We still do everything old school. We do things the way I was taught to do them. We take care of our employees, we take care of their families, we take care of our clients. That's part of running a good business. We will always do business the right way, which I feel is the only way.
Visit Rosati Windows and save 35% on all windows.
If you're listening to this and you're not already keeping it easy in your backyard with Bud Light, well, consider this message a gentle reminder. Your backyard is waiting, and so is that Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Bud Light. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Introducing Optimized IT, the managed services division of Modern Office Methods. With our cutting-edge managed IT services, we ensure your business always stays ahead of the curve, keeping you one step ahead of your competition. We bring proven management strategies to the table to support your current IT team, as well as provide insight on how to maximize efficiency, helping you achieve your goals faster. Concerned about security? Our backup solutions help guarantee your data is protected around the clock, giving you peace of mind. Start at OptimizedIT.net for your free IT assessment. Stay ahead, stay secure, and stay optimized.
And now we're on our way with Coda, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Whether it's game day or every day, Coda moves Buckeyes fans down the line toward victory. Download the Transit app today for an easy way to plan and pay for your next trip. Visit coda.com/transit app to learn more.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource. Proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
All Buckeyes all the time. You're welcome. This is the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Buckeye Show, Tito and Tyvis with you. Thank you so much for taking time with us here on this Tuesday. Join us on the YouTube chat if you'd like to. Check us out on there. Todd disagrees with you, Tyvis.
About what?
The thing about Knowles and going to the being a
head
coach somewhere.
What do you mean you disagree?
Tyvis is wrong is exactly what he said.
He's wrong. I'm fighting with the YouTube chat. He's wrong.
He says Brian Hartline and Knowles are obsessed with being the best position coach in the USA and also being a Buckeye.
Yeah, because so obsessed that Hartline went and interviewed for head coaching jobs just, 2 years ago? What was that?
He might have. That's fine.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I understand that.
I'm just saying. But he's very obsessed.
Anyway.
Listen, actions speak louder than words.
Laurinaitis, by the way, was interviewed by The Athletic about the EA Sports CFB 25 game. Asked about his memories of playing that game. They went through and asked a few former coaches, a few coaches. Laurinaitis says he grew up obsessed with the game. He said between that and Madden, I would go full dynasty mode. I'd go into franchise mode on Madden, export draft classes, and draft off of Madden on Madden.
Yeah.
He said, I was so obsessed with those games. The amount of hours I played getting through those seasons was probably incredible. By the way, The Athletic, I always say it when I talk about The Athletic, the best value in sports journalism. Go and get a subscription if you would. All right. He said he always used the Minnesota State Mavericks when he was in middle school. That's the school he used in the college football game. He said he had him going to the Big Ten. He'd create himself, usually at quarterback. He said he made himself like 6'5", going as fast as you can and throw far and accurate, went on a Heisman campaign as himself, and started to build his own dynasty. So all that goes on. Okay, that's not the diss. Here comes the diss. He said, I remember Marcus Freeman being salty because in the 2007 and 2008 games, our junior and senior years, I was ranked higher than he was. That really bothered him. Marcus was terrible at the game. All right?
Okay.
Let's just put that out there. He's my boy, but I used to whip up on him all the time. We used to play all the time. There's nothing of pure joy when we played that game. I'm sure he did win sometimes, but it didn't feel like I had to have over a 90% winning percentage against him.
Sheesh.
That's what Laurinaitis said about Marcus Freeman.
Disty.
Now, what I did today, because I am a responsible...
You bought the game.
No. What I did today, though, I sent an email to Notre Dame's athletic department.
Okay.
I think it's Katie Longer. Longer gives her name. Katie Longer, who's in charge of communications with the same interviews Marcus Freeman and players.
What'd you say?
Here's what I said. Hello, Katie. I'm Jeff Dudoff, one of the hosts of the Buckeye Show, Morning Juice, and I support Point One, the fan in Columbus, Ohio. I was hoping for a quick favor. Laurinaitis, recently interviewed by The Athletic about EA Sports CFP 25, asked about his memories of playing the game. I put what he said about Marcus. And then I said, I was wondering if I could get a quick response from Marcus on this, something I could read on the air. She's not gotten back to me yet. I'm waiting. So when I get that information back, if Marcus is man enough to respond to it,
okay,
I'm going to read it on whatever show I'm on that day. Who knows what it'll be? Could be tomorrow in the Morning Juice.
What's the odds that he responds to that?
I would hope he would.
You think so?
Yes.
Do you think that this lady is going to go to Marcus and say, hey.
I said I'm with the fan. I'm a legitimate radio host.
This lady's going to go to Marcus and say, hey, we got an email. Do you care to respond?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. If I don't get a response by Thursday morning, I'm going to get Carpenter to reach out to him and see if we can get a response that way for Morning Juice.
But you got to get a response.
I got to hear what he has to say. I think it's only fair. Laurinaitis put him on blast. I love Laurinaitis, but I think he was wrong for doing that.
Well, you know what the funny thing is
What's
that we didn't, obviously when I was in college, we didn't have college football. Well, we had Madden.
Yeah.
And I tell everybody, my roommate was Cardell, and my grandson, JT, came over there quite often. And playing those two in Madden, it's unfair. It really is. Like, I used to be really good.
Right.
And I just could not beat them because offensively, they was just on another level. Like,
right.
They literally knew where to go with the ball, and I couldn't do nothing about it. Like, they played the game just so smart. It was like, when I watched them two play against each other,
right,
it was like somebody's got to make a mistake. And they was like perfect. They would go like 18 for 19 and stuff like that. And I'd be looking at them like, what is this?
Right.
Like, it's not. So if you going up against a dude that played quarterback at the collegiate or pro level, it's no point. It's really no point at all because they are elite at that game.
Well, and he also said something in this article as well that you brought up to me yesterday that I'd never heard of. if you got skunked.
Yeah.
I've never played that way. So if you get skunked like 21-0, that's the most embarrassing, shameful thing that could happen to you.
It is. And if it's some money on the line, you got to pay double.
You pay double on skunks?
Yeah, you get 21. If you playing for $5 and they beat you by 21, that's 10.
They talked to Sharon Moore, Michigan head coach.
Okay.
He was a offensive lineman at Oklahoma, 2006, 2007. And so he tried to find himself, go in there and start making blocks. He said they try to use that as pretty surreal to do it. Ran a lot of outside zone and power when I was college. But offensive linemen suck. You never want to be an offensive lineman in this game.
That's funny because I don't think I've never even fathomed playing offensive line in these games.
Yes. Major Applewhite talked about it as well. He would take Anquan Bolden and move him to quarterback.
I've never heard that before.
Neither have I. Yeah.
That's interesting.
The one thing Lauren and I did close out by saying, though, is that now he's got 3 daughters and coaching. He doesn't have nearly as much time to play. I think you found that out as well.
Yeah, man. Yesterday it came out at 4:00. I played it for 45 minutes until I had to leave. And I haven't played it. I played it one more game today when I got back because I had to do the Cleveland show. Came back, got to the house about 3:30, 3:45. And I accidentally played a game online, which was, it's like, okay, because I was trying to play like career mode.
Right.
And it had like road to CFP. So I'm thinking that's the mode that you go to.
Right.
Come to find out, I'm playing this kid, I don't know if it's a kid or man, I'm playing this person.
Right.
They picked the Texas Aggies, A&M, Texas A&M.
Yeah.
So I got the Buckeyes. And yeah, you could kind of pretty much guess what happened in that game. What do you think happened, Tito?
I hope you won. I hope you defended. I hope you defended the honor.
Did I win? Is that what you think? You think I just won? No. Domination. He quit.
He quit?
Quit.
I
was out there. Will Howard looked like he could have won the Heisman off that game alone.
Did you see what Brandon Innes did?
I'd seen that. Didn't he score like 105 points or 95
points? Beat Michigan 91-16. Took a picture of it. In the game against Michigan, his player, Brandon Innes himself, had 24 catches for 528 yards and 10 touchdowns.
I wonder what difficulty he played on. It couldn't have been on Heisman or All-American. Because the computer will be much better. But maybe he's that good at the game. I don't know.
That's pretty good.
Oh, he could win the Heisman off of that.
He could do that, yeah. But he put a picture up there of the screen with the score and all of that. And he said, the first game I had to play was that one, especially when he did. And he was obviously the player of the game in that one. So good for Brandon Innes. Apparently,
he threw to himself.
91-16. All he did was throw to himself.
That's funny. I would imagine that's how people react. The first time First time I was on the game, which was the last college game,
right.
I put myself in, and then when I was on Madden, I replaced Earl Thomas for myself.
Sounds legitimate. Yeah, legitimate.
That's what we should have did anyway.
Right.
But,
right. So when you played as yourself, were you yourself on defense?
Yes.
Okay, see, I always hate being a defensive back on those games. I'd rather be I want to be on the line. I want to be like an edge rusher.
If I'm not, now that I play, I play with the linebackers.
Okay, yeah, I could play linebackers or linemen. I never played with the defensive backs.
No, I did.
I would never be that person.
I was so obsessed with the game that I learned how to play every position. So even at corner, I could play on the corner and press and do all those things.
Yeah,
it's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, I could. By the way, my son and I were playing on Madden 94.
Here you go again.
No,
Sega Genesis.
Sega Genesis, and we were playing. He wanted to play together.
Okay, so y'all was on the same team.
Same team.
So you're throwing to him.
No, I'm not throwing. You think my kid lets me? No.
So he was the quarterback.
He was the quarterback. On offense, he made me be the offensive lineman. So when he handed the ball off, it was back to him. It was he would take control of that.
So what did you do? Well, you got some pancakes?
I tried to block, and then on defense, I got roasted twice, and he threw the controller down and ran out of the room. Got mad at me because we were losing all the game is the Houston Oilers. He didn't throw the TV. Yes,
I was about to say. So at least he's learned from his 3 past mistakes.
Yes.
He's learning to throw it down instead of throwing it out.
He is not going to play with me ever again.
He'd be rage quitting like
he was
that.
because he was playing a season, was undefeated until that point. and because I couldn't block well enough, and because I got burned on defense, they kept running to my side, and I was not able to make the tackle. My 7-year-old son essentially cut me.
You blew his undefeated
I blew his undefeated season, yeah.
Man,
I know.
Tito, you can't even buy.
I can't. I'm telling you.
Y'all got to play NBA Jam or something like that.
I'm telling you, that's what happened. So I am now no longer allowed to play.
Good. Well,
Madden
good.
with
Well,
him.
good riddance. I would have did the same thing to you. How old is your son?
7.5.
Yeah,
Almost. He'll be 8 in October.
I'd be mad too.
I understand. I know.
Blow his perfect season like that.
I tried to tell him that the offensive lineman wasn't that good in real life, and that's why I couldn't do much.
He should have cut the game off and just restarted it.
No, he was too mad. You could. I mean, the passion was there. Yeah, he was not happy with his dad's performance. So, all right, yeah, Dad, be offensive line. You know.
Okay, you couldn't do that.
No, it was bad. I kept, and the guy. It wasn't like I had Lawrence Taylor opposite me. Like the guy would just do a swim move on me. I was gone. Like I was out of the way.
Well, sheesh.
Yeah. Yep. All right, coming next, we'll go on the trail, give you the latest on Buckeye recruiting. We will do that on the Buckeye Show. Tito and Tyvis on the Fan.
We're the girthiest radio station in the history of radio. Uncomfortably girthy. This promo is uncomfortable. The Fan, Ohio's girth destination.
Experience the ultimate gridiron experience at the Ohio State Football Training Camp. Presented by Safelite Bob Discount Furniture and Weber. Happening at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center August 1st through 4th. Don't miss your chance to get the first look at your Ohio State football team. Bring your friends and family and dive into the excitement with inflatables, giveaways, and more. Tickets are limited, so get yours today to ensure you don't miss out on the fun. Visit universe.com/OSU Training Camp 2024 to purchase your tickets today.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mock Crew is a part of our winning team. The Libman Mock Crew makes sure the hardwood is safe and clean for the players every game at the Schottenstein Center. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com. Libman, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned Redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
If you're obsessed with fantasy sports and gambling things, we have the slightly above average radio show for you. On the Money with Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas.
Presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Wednesday night at 8 on The Fan.
Come play Skyline's 75th Coney Hunt game. Use your phone to search for virtual conies, tap to collect coins, and redeem them for exclusive Skyline merchandise at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time. Details at skylinechili.com/Coney Hunt.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career and they talked to me about it.
He was done in just months.
I did do it online.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at My Computer Career.
It worked for me and I know it can work for you.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Welcome to the plus side, where a AAA Plus membership means that an empty gas tank won't keep you from a full day, and where a dead battery can't stop you from being the life of the party. Because on the plus side, roadside mishaps don't have to ruin your day. With AAA Plus, tire changes, battery swaps, and emergency fuel are just a tap away. AAA gets to you faster, and if you need a tow, we'll take you further. Become a member today and experience peace of mind on the plus side. Towing is subject to a 7-day waiting period. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's Anthony here for the Bath Authority. You spend a ton of time in your bathroom, and if you're trying to ignore your old, outdated bath or shower or that mold and mildew along with the broken tiles, you gotta call my friends at the Bath Authority. The Bath Authority provides the highest quality bathroom remodeling products along with a world-class customer experience. And all Bath Authority products are 100% made in the USA, and they can be installed in as little as 1 day by certified factory technicians. The BathAuthority.com. A better bath awaits.
Hi, this is Ron from the Good Feet store. Are you standing on painful feet all day? Don't lose hope. We want to help you live without pain. Discover your options and visit goodfeet.com.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The best kind of power is star power. Let's go on the trail.
Sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local, drink High Bank.
All right, go on the trail here. Tyvis, there's a 4-star defensive lineman out of Newberry, Florida. Is going to make his decision on Thursday, it looks like. He's 2025 class, obviously. He's 6'2", 284.
Okay. That's a D tackle, right?
Yep, D tackle. Yep, he's got his final 5 schools he's going to choose from.
Which is on there?
Penn State.
Okay.
Miami.
Okay.
Central Florida, and Ohio State.
And he's from where?
Newberry, Florida. But
I like our chance.
I believe he's been crystal balled to Ohio State. So.
I like our chances. You say UCF, Florida, Penn State, Miami. I like our chances. Unless Miami throws a big bag at them, which,
right,
it's possible. I like our chances.
The Buckeyes have lost out on some offensive linemen recently. Ty Haywood.
I don't know him.
You know Ty Haywood? So Ty Haywood is I think he was a 5-star. Let me double check that. I think Ty Haywood was a 5-star. Make sure I get that right. Ty Haywood committed to Alabama. He's a 5-star offensive lineman. Yes, that was somebody Ohio State was in the mix for. But Ohio State does have a 2026. Who's the one I'm looking at? There's an offensive line I was looking at here. They actually missed out on another 2026. A 3-star kid out of Cleveland St. Ignatius. I saw this on Bucknuts. He announced his top 5 schools yesterday. His name is Will Conroy. Again, 3-star out of Ignatius. And when he got his offer from Ohio State, he said, again, according to Bucknuts, he always wanted to play for the Buckeyes, and his childhood dream was to beat the team up north.
This is the lineman, left tackle?
This is Will Conroy.
Okay.
The 2026, Ignatius. That's what he said when he got the offer from Ohio State.
Okay.
His childhood dream was to beat the team up north.
Okay. So that means he's going to Ohio State.
He announced his top 5 schools.
Okay.
Arizona State.
Okay.
Florida. Mm-hmm. Miami. Mm-hmm. Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. Michigan. Yeah. He said when he got a scholarship offer, his childhood dream was to beat the team up north. Last time I checked, the team up north is Michigan.
Oh my goodness. Hoo-wee. This is 26, you said.
He's only 3.
Don't do that.
No, you know what? No, listen. Listen to me, Tyvis.
So many great ones out there.
Tyvis, listen. It was not intentional.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. Because did I tell you I do with Sanzenbacher?
No.
When he was in here?
No, what'd you do?
First time I've ever hosted with Sanzenbacher a couple weeks ago. And, just met him. We're sitting here, first segment of the show. There was a receiver from Florida, top ranked in 2025, I think, whatever it was, committed somewhere else. Didn't go to Ohio State. I can't remember what the guy's name was.
Wait, you say from South Florida, the 5-star kid?
Whatever. I think it was a 5-star kid. It was a top receiver or something in the class, I think, in 25. Maybe it was second best. Whatever it was. It was one of the receivers. Nonetheless, none of that matters. Here's what matters. I'm talking to Sanzenbacher about this. And I said to him, I said, I don't think it's that big. The dude's only like 5'11", 185. I want big receivers, I'm thinking guys like, I'm thinking of Chris Henry Jr. Those receivers I want. And as I'm saying it, as it coming out of my mouth.
You're looking at him.
I'm looking at Dane. And I think, my mouth can't stop, first of all. And I said, Dane, how tall are you?
5'11".
He said, I'm 5'11", about 185. I said, okay, I apologize. Same thing happened there. I started to say 3-star, and then I realized I was sitting next to a guy who once was a 3-star, and I realized it's disrespectful.
It is, but it doesn't matter.
We are putting
don't matter.
In the studio, in the producer side, we are going to put a dry erase board up, and it's going to say, like, they have the ones in the workplace, like it's been so many days since we had an accident in the workplace. Mm-hmm. It's going to say it's been so many days, X amount of days since Tito's insulted the co-host. And now I've got to reset it to 0 again. It was on like 7 or 8.
Well, I'm not insulted.
Well, it was an insulting thing to say. I'm hurt. Yeah, I know you're hurt.
I'm hurt. You hurt my feelings.
I know I did. That was disrespectful of me.
Anyways, back to this kid. St. Ignatius.
Yeah, St. Ignatius.
Yeah, he has an Ohio State offer.
And he's excited. We got the offer. He said that was his childhood dream.
I wonder what's going on with that situation. Maybe he's just not that good to begin with.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Yes. He's probably 5'11", 185. Offensive tackle. Another offensive tackle, 2026 4-star, Felix Ojo, or Ojo. It's O-J-O. I don't know how you pronounce that one. From Mansfield, Texas. He talked to Bucknuts on Monday and said he's going to play an official visit with the Buckeyes during next year's official visit season. Ohio State's got to get some.
You say this is 25 or
26?
26? Okay.
26. You probably know more about that than I do.
I don't.
I don't know, man. You're connected.
I'm a need-to-know basis type of guy.
You are connected.
People tell me on a need-to-know basis.
I think that
I like it that way.
I think you have some insider info on it. Do you have any insider info you can share with us about recruits? Can you say anything to us about somebody that you've been in contact with that we need to know about? Anything? Any big news? You're not going to say anything.
As of lately?
Just anything, yeah.
Nah.
I mean, you're the bag man.
That's not true. It's not true at all.
You bring a briefcase.
I'm the educational guy. I'm the former athlete guy.
You're the former athlete guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be interesting on that one. And then there was one more note I wanted to put out there. And it was a basketball one. And Malachi Moreno, he's a 2025 4-star center.
Uh-oh.
And again, according to Bucknuts, he is the number 2 center in the 2025 class.
Okay.
He's got 8 schools listed: Kentucky, Indiana, North Carolina, Iowa, Arkansas, Louisville, Notre Dame, and Ohio State. So Ohio State's in one of those.
How tall is this kid?
Act like you don't know.
No. I want him to be a 7-footer.
Malachi Moreno is his name. I think you're playing coy with me. I think you know more about these guys.
No, I don't. I don't handle that stuff.
He is, let's see if I get some stats here on him. Malachi, 7'1", 220.
Okay. 220. Man, I back him down.
And then I've seen that. Okay, you see different heights on this. This one says 6'11", 230, but I also seen 7 feet, 7'1", 220. So.
Still, listen, Tito, me and him play a game. I'm trying. I'm going to the cup and I'm trying to dunk.
If you do, make sure you let me know, because we need some good YouTube content for the fan.
Yeah, because one of the two things will happen. He either go get embarrassed or I am. One of the two. There's no in between.
Can you dunk anymore?
I don't know. I didn't put on some weight.
Anytime you ask anybody, can you dunk anymore, and they say, I don't know, that just means no.
I feel like if I get 10 attempts, I feel like I can dunk once.
If you can dunk, and you would say, yes, I can dunk.
I haven't tried.
I'm telling.
Listen, I've put on some weight, if you hadn't noticed.
I haven't noticed that. You look lovely.
I don't know. To answer your question, I don't know.
I know, but I'm saying anytime you ask somebody that question, and they say.
Today? Tuesday? I wonder if Cardell hooping tonight. Maybe I should go with him and find out.
Is he still over 300 pounds?
No, I told you he's 299.
Okay. Coming up next, they're going to hit us up with the college football pulse. We'll do that next. This is the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Matty Ice is currently bathing himself in creamy jalapeno dip. And I've officially run out of ways to tease this show. Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays at noon.
The Fan.
Common Man here for Universal Windows Direct. Universal Windows Direct is the best. Why? Number one, they have the best technology. They have window systems that last up to 5 times longer than the other jabronis. Plus, they back it up with a true lifetime warranty for as long as you own your home and a 20-year warranty to the next homeowner. And how about the deals? 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 years. Restrictions apply because they always do. Call them today, 614-502-5220. Schedule your free in-home estimate. For the last windows you'll ever need, go to uwd.com.
Hey, it's Cardale Jones. Join me this Saturday at Huntington Park for the Smiths Cardale Jones charity softball game. Why pick Nick when you can Smith Nick? The game is presented by Monogram Homes. MC Curry and Buckeyes, Will Howard, Emeka Buka, Jack Sawyer take on my team of former players such as James Laurinaitis, Tyvis Powell, Devere Posey, Boone Heron, and more. Gates open Saturday at 5 p.m. Home Run Derby at 6:30 and a game to follow. Contests and prizes all night long. Get your tickets now for only $10 at BuckeyeCruise.com.
And now we're on our way with Coda, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Whether it's game day or every day, Coda moves Buckeyes fans down the line toward victory. Download the Transit app today for an easy way to plan and pay for your next trip. Visit coda.com/transit app to learn more.
It's no fun to get blindsided. That's why you need to know what's coming in Ohio Medicaid.
Championship quarterback Cardale Jones.
Recent changes in Ohio Medicaid could impact you. If your information isn't up to date, you can lose your health insurance. Call the Ohio Department of Medicaid so you don't have to scramble to stay insured.
Call 800-324-8680. A public health message from CareSource.
That's what I call forward progress.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a Buckeye, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce. And jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
When you've been diagnosed with heart or vascular disease, where you start your care makes all the difference.
When you choose the Heart and Vascular Center at The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center.
Our team of specialized experts will manage your condition day to day.
And should you need more advanced care like complex heart or vascular surgery,
you'll never need to travel farther.
You didn't choose heart and vascular disease, but the choice of where to treat it is clear.
The Ohio State University Heart and Vascular Center.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good evening. I'm Cam Taylor. The Los Angeles Dodgers' Teoscar Hernandez won the 2024 MLB Home Run Derby last night over Bobby Witt Jr. of the Kansas City Royals. The Guardians' Jose Ramirez made it to the semifinals before losing to Bobby Witt Jr. Two-time winner Pete Alonso had a rough night as he registered only 12 home runs in the first round and finished in 7th place out of 8 participants. The 2024 MLB All-Star Game starts tonight at 8 p.m. between the AL and NL. The starting pitcher for the AL will be Corbin Burns of the Baltimore Orioles, and the Pittsburgh Pirates' Paul Skeens will become the 5th rookie pitcher to start an All-Star Game for the NL team. The first batter he will face is outfielder Stephen Kwan of the Cleveland Guardians. Teammate Jose Ramirez is 6th in the batting order and starting at third base. And the Cincinnati Reds will be represented by shortstop Ellie De La Cruz and pitcher Hunter Green.
It's time for the College Football Pulse on the Buckeye Show.
Sponsored by Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. Need heating, cooling, plumbing, or electric? Call a carpenter.
All right. By the way, before we get into this college football pulse, you see my hand, Tyvis, right?
Your hand?
You see my hand?
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like about $5 light.
Why is that?
I don't believe Jose Ramirez won the home run derby last night.
You do recall. You know what? This is the
You
thing.
said Ramirez is going to win. I bet you $5.
Wait a minute. See, this is the thing. And I understand that, when you get older, you start getting amnesia a little bit. I said, I'm not doing no bet where you take the field. That's just not how it's going.
I just took not Jose Ramirez.
No.
You took Jose Ramirez, and we agreed to it.
Did you see my hand? I thought you
$5 light.
I thought you was about to say, what did the 5 fingers say to the face?
No, I would love to do that. We can play backhand, fronthand if you want after the show. If you want to do that, Tyvis, we can do that also. I have no problem with that. All right, let's do the pulse.
Man.
Cam, what do you got for us?
All righty. So you guys remember Oregon State and Washington State, the last two teams in the Pac-12?
Oh, yeah.
They apparently held a media day last week. There was 2 members. It was. It has been somewhat assumed the last 2 Pac-12 teams will eventually try to join the Mountain West. But CBS Sports had an article out yesterday talking about why the Mountain West doesn't really need them. Like, they really don't. The Oregon State and Washington State have really no leverage in the situation. They're waiting for their media deal to run out in 2026. And so there's just really, Mountain West really doesn't have to do anything. And I don't think really any other leagues are trying to grab those teams in the meantime.
So when they play their schedule this year, are they just playing Mountain West teams?
They're going to play each other, yeah. Right.
So whoever wins that
game is your Pac-12 champion. Pac-2, whatever you want to call it. You would think that this meeting, like their media day or whatever, you'd think it'd be like a Zoom meeting or something. It was in Vegas.
Literally.
Yeah.
So 2 teams literally went out to Vegas.
Look at this. What's this?
They got to cut this out, man. Like, this is...
Okay, so this is according to the CBS Sports article. The event labeled After Hours with the Beeves and Cougs was equal parts, it said inspiring pep rally and Irish wake. There was an open bar with finger foods, inspirational 3-part film entitled Welcome to the Fight, centered on Oregon State, Washington State. The Pac-12 commissioner said we are drinking tonight during this event. Adventure State has earned the right to drink. It's the Pac-12. Ryan Leaf said they're going to come scrambling back about the old Pac-12. No, they're not.
It's done.
Yes. So I can't really held a media day.
So who you got your money on? Oregon State or Washington State?
I think it's
Washington State, right? Well, they lost Cam Ward. What is his name?
Cam Ward, to Miami, right?
Yeah. Oregon State lost DJ Uyunglele as well.
Right. He went.
Oh, that's gonna be the toilet bowl.
It's bad. I know.
Ain't nobody about to watch that.
Yeah, I don't think the Mountain West needs them.
You know the sick part about it all?
Do you think what?
They gonna celebrate it. Whoever wins is actually gonna celebrate. They're gonna print T-shirts and hats.
They'll probably
and
get
all
an
that
Illabuck.
stuff.
Has Washington State or Oregon State ever won a Pac-12 title in football before?
I think Washington State did with Ryan Leaf, didn't they? Didn't they win one with Ryan Leaf when he was there? They played in the Rose Bowl, I believe, one year.
Oregon State wasn't good when Chad Johnson was there.
The 1998 Rose Bowl was Michigan against Washington State. I know that one.
So first time in 26 years they could get a title.
That's a
right.
shame.
I don't know if since it or not, but
the fact that they're going to print T-shirts and hats for this tells you where we are as where that program is at. That's
Oregon
what
State was in the 2001 Fiesta Bowl.
Was Chad there?
I don't know.
I don't remember what year he came into that.
I don't know if they played the Rose Bowl or not. They played the Rose Bowl in 1965, Oregon State did, 1957 and 1942. The first bowl they ever played in was called the Pineapple Bowl.
The only thing Oregon State is relevant for now is baseball players. Shout out to Travis Bazzana.
Well, he was from Oklahoma State.
I thought it was Oregon.
OSU does not always mean OSU.
Dang.
There's 3 options.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then you missed Tyvis.
I swear it was Oregon State.
Do you guys foresee any conference looking at trying to add Oregon State or Washington State?
The MAC. I don't know. I don't see it. No,
MAC.
I don't see it. I don't think they're probably going independent unless the
independent.
They may, what are they going to do?
Notre Dame?
They can't. Well, they can't join it. The
Conference USA.
Maybe they'll invite them. Maybe they're never going to be in a Power 4 conference, so I can tell you that.
More legitimate banner, the 2024 Pac-12 title or the UCF National Championship.
Oh, probably UCF one, I think is.
Y'all are wrong. Travis Bazzana definitely went to Oregon State. I knew this. You know how I knew this? Because we just talked to his head coach today on the Cleveland show, so I knew
They should be more confident when we said you were wrong.
Well, you know.
You should have stood up and
y'all said it like y'all just was so
didn't know it.
about it. I
didn't know it. I don't follow that stuff that often.
Anyways,
it's a Buckeye show. It's not the Beaver show.
He's a Guardian. So.
All right, what's next for us, Cam?
All right, I apologize, Tyvis. You were right.
I know.
Okay. All right, and so OSU. Past few years,
Ohio State this time, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
This time is Ohio State. Has been killing it on the recruiting scene, especially when it comes to wide receivers and quarterbacks. Over the last few cycles, Jeremiah Smith, Carnell Tate, Brandon Ennis, Aaron Nolan, and just got Julian Sayin. CBS Sports put a list together of the best QB wide receiver trios coming to a college campus in the near future. Even with top 5 QB in the 2025 class, Tavian St. Clair, OSU did not actually make this list. Is there any concern about the 2025 wide receiver class at this point?
It's DeCorian Moore, the guy I was thinking of.
Oh, yeah.
The wide receiver.
Yeah, he was the number 1 receiver.
Yes. Yeah. Did you ever talk to him?
I did.
What'd you think of him?
Great conversation.
Really? What'd you think of him?
I loved him and his family. It was great.
Why did you get him to come here?
Not up to me at the end of the day.
He's not Phil Knight.
At the end of the day, they got to do what's best for them.
So, yes. Does it concern me? No, it doesn't. And that's where I get this. Tyvis, I had this, how do I want to put it? Kind of a weird view of it, because whenever Ohio State loses out on somebody, I've said this before, whenever a recruit goes somewhere else, I think, the guy probably wouldn't work out here anyway. Like, I have that mentality. Like, hell with him. I don't care. That guy's only 5'11", 185. No, but I go look at it that way. Like, you know what? I'm glad we didn't get him. And the guys that come in, they go, that's the one we wanted. And so I don't know if that's the right way to look at it. That's kind of a weird way to consider it. But
the list doesn't bother me at all, because it doesn't matter. Just because they might not have the 5-star guy at receiver this upcoming in 25. I mean, Chris Olave was a 3-star. Brian Hartline does a great job of developing people, and that's the thing that I respect about him the most. It don't matter what star you is, he can get the best out of you, and he can turn you into one of the top prospects. So, no, it don't bother me. I think that whoever made this list is just going off of star ratings, obviously.
So look at the big 3 like that. Do you know who Oregon's quarterback is in that class?
Who Oregon's quarterback is?
With DeCorian Moore went to Oregon. That's where he went to go, the number 1 wide receiver.
Who's their quarterback?
Who's the quarterback in their class? The number 17 QB in the class.
I have no idea.
Achilles Smith Jr.
Never heard of him.
He was at the Elite 11.
His dad was like the 3rd overall pick by the Bengals as a quarterback.
Never heard of him.
You never heard of him?
Achilles Smith Jr.
Yeah, Achilles Smith Sr. That just shows
what year was this? Ancient times, huh?
First of all, let's not do this.
Well, we know you.
No, let's not play that game. No, because I didn't insult you.
We know that you was back with the Flintstones.
Now listen,
paddling with your feet.
He is 48 years old. He was drafted in 1999.
Okay, I was 5.
Okay, that's fine. He was the 3rd player selected overall.
Was he good?
No, he was not good.
Did they draft Carson Palmer right after him?
Palmer had to be after that, yeah. He only played. He was the number 3 pick overall and was gone after the 2002 season.
Yeah,
the Packers, Buccaneers on their practice squads and went to the Frankfurt Galaxy in the World Football League.
League.
Yeah, and then the Calgary Stampeders for a year. But, yeah, with the Bengals, he ended up throwing, again, number 3 pick overall. Mm-hmm. Tim Couch went 1. I think McNabb went 2. And then Smith.
Mm.
And in his 2 years, he played 19 games and 5 touchdown passes, 12 interceptions, 12 fumbles. He was not good.
Turnover machine.
Smith said later on that he was as diligent as he should have been regarding his film and playbook study habits. Started a total of 17 games. And, So
his son is going to make the comeback.
His son, I guess, is much better. Achilles Sr. was 6'2", almost 6'3", I guess, about 227 pounds. Had a great final year at Oregon when he threw 32 touchdown passes and only 8 interceptions, ran for 4 touchdowns also. Second team All-American, Pac-10 Conference Player of the Year when he was there. So,
I have a question for you.
Shoot from the hip.
And so if you were a high 4-star, 5-star recruit in high school, you're going into your senior year, would that be something you would look at, looking at your position group, the room that's already on campus, like projecting, trying to see, like figuring out when you might get early playing time, because obviously Jeremiah Smith, the number one receiver in the 2024 class, is on campus at OSU. If that might be playing a role a little bit in maybe DeCorian Moore, possibly Jeremy French, Vernon Brown, possibly some of the high targets on the receiver board, maybe skipping out on the Buckeyes this year.
Well, this is the thing, and this is the conversation that you have with when you talk to some of these recruits, is that Ohio State is going to always recruit top talent. So if you come here, you're going to compete. There's not going to be a layup. If you don't come here and compete, you will get lost in the sauce and you will have to hit the transfer portal. That's just real. That's just what it is. If you shy away from that, then that kind of tells you what you need to know about yourself. I will tell you that if you go to the next level, NFL, it's that every day. So to answer your question, yeah, you would look at it, but if your dream, but the thing about Ohio State is if I play wide receiver, if I come to Ohio State, one, I know I'm getting the best teaching at wide receiver that you can get, best coaching. Two, if I just so happen to crack the lineup and make the field, like I'm to the league. Like it's done. Like I'm definitely probably going first round. Like that's just what Heartline is churning out. So I wouldn't shy away from that. I embrace competition. But the DeCorian Moore, like I said, when I read his letter and he said that he wanted to start a legacy and do something different, it makes sense because, one, the competition at Ohio State is tough, and the bar for Oregon wide receivers is so low that it's easy to go there and be the best wide receiver to ever come through Oregon. Vice versa, if you come to Ohio State, there's stuff that you have to do. Like the records that's being set, that's now being broken, is harder to do. But if I go to Oregon and I have 2 good years and I just put ball out there, like they'll say I'm the best wide receiver to ever come through Oregon because it's so low. So that's probably why he did it.
I'll tell you right now, DeCorian, wait till you try to get by Caleb Downs. How about them apples? 5'11", 185.
We'll be seeing them over the next 3 years.
Yep, we will. Coming up next, the SEC school is trying to curb the driving infractions of its players. We'll talk about that next. Buckeye Show on the Fan.
We used to have a billboard with our host's face on it, but only ugly people work here now.
You mama say you ugly, hey!
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
It's Kubota Orange Days, your golden opportunity to score a deal that'll make your neighbors green with envy. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And get the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off L3302 tractors.
Attention Columbus. Town Properties just clinched the title of the largest residential property manager in Columbus, thanks to the Columbus Business Journal. With pride, we oversee 25,000 plus households in the Columbus metro area, ensuring fantastic places to call home. Whether you're on the hunt for an exceptional living space, a top-notch association management company, or a property manager for your multifamily portfolio, visit our website at town-properties.com and let us elevate your living experience. Town Properties, always managing great places to live.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
When you need urgent care and you need it fast, where you go makes all the difference. When you choose advanced urgent care from the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, you're choosing an advanced level of urgent care led by Ohio State emergency physicians. We offer walk-in treatment for more serious illnesses and injuries such as broken bones, abdominal pain, and pneumonia, all with shorter wait times and less cost than an emergency department. When your illness or injury can't wait, the choice is clear.
And now we're on our way with COTA, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Whether it's game day or every day, COTA moves Buckeyes fans down the line toward victory. Download the Transit app today for an easy way to plan and pay for your next trip. Visit COTA.com/transit app to learn more.
Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand, listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Beyonce's bespoke skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Raid wants to know, what would you do if you could confidently face every day knowing you and your loved ones are protected? Would you sing along to your favorite song at the top of your lungs? Turn off the GPS and let your heart do the guiding. Go to the drive-thru and order one of everything. Feel the buzz of confidence of knowing you are protected with 65 years of insect science in your hands. Raid. Protection for everyone.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly sunny, warm and humid. Temperatures in the upper 80s with an isolated shower or storm on this Tuesday. Down to the low 70s on Wednesday morning with again the chance of a shower or storm early and then later in the afternoon. Mostly cloudy skies and a high of only around 80 degrees. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz.
Where every segment is another Buckeye surprise. You've got the Buckeye Show.
All right, Buckeye Show, Tito and Tyvis with you. Thank you so much for tuning in with us here. And Tyvis, this thing in Georgia, I'm going to tie it back to Ohio State because I want to know if Ohio State has something like this as well. They don't have the problems that Georgia's having on this. But I'm saying the way Georgia's trying to remedy this problem, I wonder if Ohio State collectives also have something like this. So, back in January 2023, there was that awful car crash that there was some racing going on. Devin Willock, the Alabama player, died in the car in this major car crash. Staff member Chandler LaCroix also passed away. She had been drinking and racing with Jalen Carter. So since then, 7 players have been arrested on driving-related charges. I got this from The Athletic, by the way, including 2 last week. It was, I think, what Trevor Etienne got busted for, DUI. There's been other ones with speeding, reckless driving and racing. Jarvis Jones on the staff was arrested for speeding. Another player was arrested for a street racing incident that happened before the crash. And so all these things have happened. Georgia's had a terrible time with this. And Kirby Smart said this. I had no idea this was happening. I don't know if you knew this or not. He said, this is the quote, "Our Classic City collective for over a year has been substantially fining guys for those things. That's not something that's new. That's something that's been ongoing outside of my jurisdiction. They decided to implement and have done for a considerable amount." So he said the collective is fining the players for this. Now, Ohio State, we haven't heard of any major speeding and things like that and reckless driving, DUIs, things like that happening at Ohio State. But is something like that Ohio State would also do the collective, you think? Was that something they would do, or have they talked about that? Do you know of? Do you have any idea on that?
I haven't heard about that. I think that Ohio State don't deal with those type of things because of the type of players that they recruit.
Okay.
They really do look into background checks on who these guys are, so they don't have to worry about these problems. I think the guys that they have in that building are the guys that you tell them one time, this is how we do things.
Mm-hmm.
You allow them to make one mistake, but
right.
you got to nip it in the bud right then and there the first time that mistake happens, and they do a great job of responding positive to those things. So I haven't had to or haven't heard about them having to deal with anything like this.
Right.
So, and if it did come to that, I'm sure the collective wouldn't mind stepping in and, handling business, because you start you take away some money. Now that's
yeah.
You get a lot of results when you start talking about money.
Sure.
So
to your point, Tyvis, I don't know if it's getting that much results for Georgia because they've still had 24 players be cited for reckless driving, street racing, just being kind of stupid since the January 23rd incident where 2 people tragically lost their lives.
And that's why they should just take the cars. Listen, you're going to be a player here. You go and take this scooter.
Right.
Going to get you one of these motorized scooters and go ahead and handle your business.
I don't know what those fine amounts are, but they might need to be doubled or something.
That's what, so Kirby Smart said that it's substantial. Yeah. And I don't know what that means. You're also talking about suspensions with some of these kids, and the Etienne, for one, is one that Smart said is going to be suspended. I don't think but he didn't say what the suspension would be. He said, I don't necessarily think it's right to go down to this town square and publicly shame kids when that happens. They go through a lot. There's a lot of remorse for these young men who've made mistakes. But our job is to educate, continue to grow these young men. Do you like the idea of the collective fining? If any kind of legal thing goes on, any beyond just racing in the street and things like that, beyond DUIs, if something else, if there's another legal infraction, though, do you think it's okay for the collective? Are you in favor of the collective doing that as a penalty?
I would rather the coaching staff handle it.
Right.
Because, see, the coaching staff have more authority than the collective does.
Sure.
If the coach says it, that's they pretty much run a lot of stuff. Whatever they say kind of goes. So if the coach tells the player that he has more authority, the player will respect the coach more than when a collective member says it to him.
Right.
So I would think and I would hope that the coaching staff would handle it. But nowadays, in today's society, nobody wants to be the bad guy. So if that has to fall onto the collective, then so be it. Because if it's on me, if I got to deliver the news, I have no problem telling the news.
Yeah, it's amazing what's going on down there with that. How many different, even after that January 2023 incident, you would think they would get it. They talked to Carson Beck also. You know what kind of car Carson Beck has?
He's got probably a Hyundai.
Carson Beck has a Lamborghini.
I wanted him to be humble. I really did. I was hoping you was going to say, you know what? He got a Hyundai. Or a Honda Civic, and he doesn't care.
So there was a question about that. Somebody actually said to him, asked him if driving a fast car sent the wrong message. Obviously, a Lamborghini is kind of a quick car.
Yeah, it is.
It's a quick whip with a lot of rims. And this is what he said.
He's probably driving with the doors open.
He said, let's clarify. I don't like fast cars, but I like cars. Obviously, yes, my car is fast, 100%, but I don't drive like an idiot. Obviously, it's funny to talk about. Not really funny, but it's been a serious issue on our team. We also have hundreds of players. A large percentage of our guys are very focused and very on top of that. But obviously, there are guys who have made mistakes, and there are consequences for that. I had no idea he drove a Lamborghini.
Me either. And he's lying to himself if he thinks we're supposed to believe that he does not drive fast. Like, come on. Like, stop it. You don't get a Lamborghini and be like, I'm going to just drive the speed limit. Stop it. If that's the case, get a Honda Civic.
If they're not suspending guys and they're passing all the stuff onto the collective, does it feel to you at all a little bit like Kirby's passing the buck?
Well, they are going to suspend players. They said that. They are going to suspend some players. And he also, there was another player, who was the other one? There's been somebody else was dismissed from the team. David Daniel Cezaban. I don't know. He arrested on reckless driving in February, was dismissed from the program for what Smart would only term in a violation of team rules. So he has kicked people off the team. And he mentioned that also. He said that they will do that. He said, as far as I know, not one team in the country has ever suspended a player for track violations, which is what one of his players got suspended for. I don't know if anybody's ever kicked somebody off the team for that, and we have that. We're going to continue to be proactive. It's repeated behaviors that will get you dismissed, repeated poor behaviors and poor decisions. In some cases, we have repeated behaviors. In some cases, we have guys that make mistakes, and we're going to punish them. So he is saying players will be suspended, just has not said how long the suspensions will be. But and I'm amazed how much, like, Georgia, the problems they're having. I haven't heard anything like that substantial here in Columbus for, maybe I've turned a deaf ear to it, but can you think of anything lately? From a legal standpoint that Ohio State players gotten in trouble for?
No.
It's been a great run.
I'd say it's been like, 4 or 5 years, maybe.
Yeah, it's probably been a while on that one. So, but anyway, Georgia said they're going to crack down on it, but it's obviously, you'd think they would have learned their lesson after what happened in 2023. I just think it's ridiculous. But I am glad that they are taking it seriously. I am glad the players are getting fined. I'd like to know what the numbers are, but we'll never know. And I'm glad that he is going to suspend the players and send a message because what happened in 2023 in January cannot happen again. All right, coming up next. This is all Tyvis set this up, man. This is great.
I did not.
Yes. Don't call it a comeback. But if former Buckeyes made an announcement, he's going to play for TBT and the TBT River Carmen's crew again. Jared Sullinger is going to join us next, hopefully, right here on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone are idiots. You should listen to them anyway.
Weekdays from 3 to 6.
The Fan, Ohio's idiot destination.
Hey, it's Anthony for the Good Feet store. 3 words for me, pain-free summer. Spent probably 30 hours walking around the Memorial Tournament and felt awesome with my personal arch supports from the Good Feet store in my everyday kicks. Sure, every now and then we all get random foot pain from pickleball or golf or just being a human being. Having my personally fit arch supports in my shoes has made a massive difference. And even right after I put them in, didn't take long to feel much more supported and aligned, and it's so easy to just move them into any pair. Before I had them, I dreaded being on my feet for any length of time. Well, you have nothing to lose but the pain, as they say. It's a free fitting and test walk. Try them for yourself. See the difference it can make. It did for me. And best of all, you can wear them home. 2 locations on Polaris Parkway and Stringtown Road, or schedule an appointment at goodfeet.com. The Good Feet store, America's arch supports experts.
You're not going to want to miss this. Diamonds Direct summer sale starts this weekend. For 3 days only, this Friday through Sunday. Get 20% off rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, and more. Plus, book an appointment and get an additional $100 off. And designers are flying in from New York and LA to showcase their latest trends. That's 20% off, plus $100 off with an appointment and designer trunk shows. Tons of engagement rings on sale, too. 20% off starts Friday. Details at diamondsdirect.com. 3 days only and Sunday.
You know when you said come over for the fight? We thought you meant your house.
You guys want another round of Bud Lights?
Service is better here. And so is the beer.
Bud Light is back as the official beer sponsor of UFC. Enjoy responsibly. 2024 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
We know your golf game is ugly, but your course doesn't have to be. Experience the natural beauty of Delaware Golf Club today. Delaware Golf Club is now open to the public and only 10 miles up the road from 270. For the best rates, book your tee time online at DelawareGolfClub.com.
Morning Juice.
I will never play 36 holes. I try the first 18 and I'm not coming back for the second 18.
Sometimes the first 9.
I don't need that type of stress in my life.
Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Affinity Whole Health.
Weekday mornings at 6. The Fan.
Had a devastating knee injury, tore my ACL, tore my PCL, shredded my medial meniscus, and had an initial surgery. That really didn't hold. Had another follow-up surgery around 8 years later. That didn't work, and I didn't want to undergo another surgical procedure.
Enough with the surgeries. They didn't ease the pain, and recovery was brutal. Carmen heard about another treatment for pain relief. The non-invasive regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics.
I simply figured, heck, I'm going to pick up the phone and call QC Kinetics. And since I've been treated, my quality of life has dramatically gotten better, and I can't thank QC Kinetics enough.
These are the nation's leaders in regenerative medicine. QC Kinetics uses the body's own healing components to help provide relief and functionality.
10 months ago, I had difficulty walking up and down a flight of steps. Now I can do just about anything I desire. I'm back to the old me.
If you have joint pain, before you consider surgery, call QC Kinetics. The consultation is free.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Introducing Optimized IT, the managed services division of Modern Office Methods. With our cutting-edge managed IT services, we ensure your business always stays ahead of the curve, keeping you one step ahead of your competition. We bring proven management strategies to the table to support your current IT team, as well as provide insight on how to maximize efficiency, helping you achieve your goals faster. Concerned about security? Our backup solutions help guarantee your data is protected around the clock, giving you peace of mind. Start at OptimizedIT.net for your free IT assessment. Stay ahead, stay secure, and stay optimized.
It's Kubota Orange Days, your golden opportunity to score a deal that'll make your neighbors green with envy. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And get the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off L3302 tractors.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Where Timmy Hall can start swooning over Aaron Kraft any second. It's the Buckeye Show.
All right, Buckeye Show. Tito and Tyvis with you. Trying to old Jared Sullinger right now to have him on the show to talk about Carmen's crew. Tyvis, I've got a love-hate relationship with Jared Sullinger.
Why?
Well, I went to Brookhaven High School, which closed, I think it closed in 14. I think it's when it closed. Maybe earlier than that. Yeah, it had to be earlier than that. Anyway, maybe 2012. Anyway, so I and Jared went to Northland. Now, granted, Brookhaven wasn't around when Jared went into high school, so I can't blame him for that. But just another city league guy, so that's why I didn't like. But then he went to Ohio State, and then he went to the Boston Celtics, my team, also.
Okay.
And so I that's the love part. The hate part's the Northland part, but whatever. Anyway, we'll see if we can get hold of him. Maybe he's in Puerto Rico, we believe. So anyway, the announcement, though, was that he is playing for Carmen's crew.
Mm-hmm.
And the TBT, the basketball tournament, coming up here this Saturday is when Carmen's crew will play their first game.
Who they playing?
They're going against a team called the Purple Hearts.
Where are they out of?
I'll tell you. Just let me say. Let's go do the Carmen's crew's roster. Includes Jared, Caleb Wesson, Andre Wesson Jr.,
Okay.
Kyle Young,
Okay.
if he's healthy.
I like Kyle Young.
If he's healthy.
He's always he's a motor guy.
He is.
He's one of those Buckeyes that everybody respects.
Yes. So who else is on there? Keyshawn Woods.
Okay.
And one of my all-time favorite players who didn't play for Ohio State, but played for Otterbein. I think he went to East High School. Jeff Gibbs. Do it to him, Gibbs. He is old now.
Why can't I make this roster? Like,
first of all,
do you have to be like have college basketball?
I don't think so. I think you could. I mean, you'd have to try out, and that could be where your downfall would be.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't think you'd make the team. I think you're a fine athlete.
Tito, I think that I could definitely run the one. Like,
you're telling me, Tyvis, you're just trying to get me riled up. You these guys are.
Tito, I play great defense. Like Gary Payton, like that type of defense.
First of all,
the glove.
You can't. Okay, I think you still think you're in high school or freshman college shape. I think it'd be difficult for you out there.
I'm not saying today. Like, I got to get in shape for it.
Well, Saturday's the first game.
That's enough time. I could run me. If I started playing today, Tito,
yes.
Like if I just ran like some pickup games today and like really applied myself to like play defense like how I'm going to, because I'm like, I want to pick somebody up full court. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't even just smother
I can see you doing that once or twice.
Full court defense for 4 quarters, making the point guard get the ball out his hand. Like that's, you know how I'm like a gnat. You know, you're
definitely like a gnat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. A lot of times I've said that Tyvis, man, he's like a gnat. That's what I say often.
I just want to sit there and just keep pestering them.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
So the team they're playing, it's hard to hate.
It's hard to hate?
Yeah, because they're called the Purple Hearts, okay? And no, listen, the team was created to represent Dwayne Coswell, ex-NBA player. His goddaughter was killed in a senseless gun violence incident. And the squad, what they do, donating to charities, bring awareness to gun violence, especially in the inner city. So they play for a great cause. Dwayne Coswell, his son Dylan are on that team. I didn't recognize many of the other names, but he had guys who played Georgetown ball, played a college ball. A kid from Georgetown is on the team. There's another kid who played for Loyola Marymount, Dylan Coswell. That's who it is, the son. There's also a Jaden Coswell, a Joshua Caldwell, a kid from Pitt, Roselle Nix, a kid who played for San Jose State and Temple, Sage Tolbert. So that's who they play in their first game. And then if they win that one, Dayton is where they're playing in this. This is down in Dayton. And if they win that game, they'll play the winner of Dayton's game. And let me see the Dayton Regionals, who they're playing up there. I'll do this first. The TBT teams. Let me give you the Dayton team on here. But I was looking through his roster. I didn't.
Dayton team's always pretty good.
The Dayton team's always pretty good. Yes, they are. Where are they at on here? But
I wonder who won it last year.
Who won it last year?
Yeah, I'm about to look it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure who won it last year. Shaq's got a team that he sponsors in this thing also, and his son Sharif plays on the team.
Whatever happened to him?
I don't know.
Was he like
last played like the G League? I think he was in the G League last. I think is what it said.
Dang, he was supposed to be really good.
Yeah, he was. The Dayton team is called Red Scare, and they're playing the guys from St. Louis.
Who's coming up with these names?
These guys. I mean, like it used to be the Scarlet. Weren't they called Scarlet and Gray or something like when they had stopped doing that because
Heartfire, a Philadelphia team. Is that the right one?
No, this is for what? For you talking about for the
that won it last year?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't even. The Red Scare team from Dayton, made of Dayton alumni. Their roster.
You win $1 million if
the team wins $1 million. Yes. The coach.
So we ain't losing then.
The coach of the Red Scare, the Dayton team, is Joey Gruden, who is John Gruden's nephew, son of Jay Gruden, who coached the Washington.
Okay, but this is this is basketball.
I understand this guy's a basketball guy. Jordan Seibert is on that team for Dayton, who used to play for Ohio State. You remember him? But he's on that team as well. Trey Landers, who played for Dayton, he's also on that team.
We haven't won it since 2020.
It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. We were hot when they first started doing this.
William Buford was MVP. Yeah, Heartfire beat Bleed Green last year.
Okay.
Brandon Jefferson was the MVP. Never heard of him.
Never heard of him either. But it's a fun idea. I mean, it's one of those things I say it's a lot of fun. I've never gone yet, but like I talk about like, it'd be a cool thing to go see, but I haven't gone to check it out yet, so, but the team that the guys from St. Louis team, that's the other one who's playing the Dayton team, and that's who Ohio State, the Carmen's Crew would win. That's who they play. They are 0-2 lifetime in this. And I looked at their roster. I didn't notice any names that jumped out at me of players. I wish they did a list on this thing of like just the guys with NBA experience or something like that have played in this or G League experience. But this is where they have that famous, the Elam ending where they play to a certain score when you get to a certain point.
How many games do you have to win to make it to the champion? Like how many teams is in this?
I believe
64.
I think there's 64 in this. Let me check the.
So it's kind of like the college basketball tournament. You got to win like.
You got to win. Yeah, it's. Let me look if I can find it here. The
6, 5, 6.
6 usually. Yes. Let me see the bracket here. Yeah, there's 64 in this thing. Yeah, wait, no, there's not 64. It's a lie. 8, 16, 20, 32. No, there is 64. Yeah, there's 64 in this thing. That's right. Yeah, you got to win. You have to win 6 games to get there, to make it all the way through. So
what Carmen's Crew needs is a guy that's a 3-and-D guard.
Okay,
about 6'3", 225 on a good day.
I don't think DeVere weighs 225.
Well, he said, is DeVere taller than me?
I don't know. I don't think he is.
I don't think he is either. So he's lying about the 6'4".
No, he's not lying about his size. He never said that. I just put that out there. But yeah, so Carmen's Crew, we will follow that. That'll be coming up on Saturday as their first game. We had no luck getting a hold of Jared Sullinger. So I'm not putting it on you, Tyvis, but I gave you praise.
I told you not to.
For securing the interview, though.
I told you not to.
I know, but I'm saying, like, am I obligated then? Am I obligated then to say something back to you about the fact that we didn't get the guy? And it'll probably, you know what's going to happen? I can already tell you what's going to happen.
He's going to text me in about 10 minutes.
Nope. He's going to be on the Buckeye Show tomorrow night, and we're not on it.
Oh, that might be the case.
He is choosing Biddle and DeVere over us.
Well, he'll make up for lost times. As long as the fan gets an interview of him, I mean, that's...
Oh, don't do the whole teamwork.
Isn't that what this is about?
No, it's not. It's about... I don't get to do this very often.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I get to do the Buckeye Show probably, 10, 12 times a year, you think?
More than that.
Anyway, I'm saying, though, and I was really looking forward to talking to Jared Sullinger.
Yeah, you can talk to him. You could just, like, come in at... What time? About 6 o'clock tomorrow?
I can't. I'm on morning juice tomorrow. I can't do that.
I'm saying you could just mosey in and, just grab a mic and just. I don't think DeVere and Dave is going to be like, get out.
I better get a call from Fish on the way home about this.
What are you going to say?
He's going to rip me for teasing something and not following through.
Well, that's life.
I'm going to do a walk of shame out of this building.
You'll be all right. You know, as long as you don't pick up that Sega Genesis controller, you'll be fine.
I'm going to take that out of my son and Sega. I'm going to be on the other team this time. You watch.
You lost.
I'm going to be on the other team this time, and I'm going to make sure I take like the Cowboys with Emmett and Aikman and Irvin, and I'll make him be some sad
That's
team.
what you need to win.
That's what you need to do.
Be the 7.5-year-old kid.
Yes.
You know what? Them kids is tough, man. I was on Call of Duty. This kid wiped my whole team.
Did he really? Oh, by the way, did you see that about Bronny?
Oh, he won
$10,000 in the summer league for winning a Call of Duty tournament.
Them kids on the video games, boy. Who
would have thought he could shoot that good?
But he can't shoot
in Call of Duty, right? I know you're thinking you're missing, right?
Yeah, well, you see where he's spending his time. He ain't perfecting his craft.
Right.
He playing in video games, which
he's doing the Kyler Murray school.
Which if he's streaming, he'll make a ton of money on that too. So
may need that.
Nah, he got $8 million, so he good.
I know he'll be fine. He'll be just fine. And I still think he's going to be an average NBA player when it's all said and done. I think he'll still be able to make contributions to a team. He won't be like a starter.
You know what? I hope so because his dad did a lot.
Oh yeah,
to get him this far.
He did.
You can't just not do nothing. Like,
right? Come
on now, something.
Think how lucky I am. My dad owns this radio station. I wouldn't have a job. That's for damn sure. Coming up to close things out with the hashtag Buckeyes. We will do that next. This is the Buckeye Show, 97.1 The Fan.
We're known for three things: games, conversation, and Common Man yelling about things only he cares about. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
They're trained. They're prepared.
Let's do it.
They're Ohio's undefeated plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling team. And they're here to tackle your problems. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Attention Columbus. Town Properties just clinched the title of the largest residential property manager in Columbus, thanks to the Columbus Business Journal. With pride, we oversee 25,000 plus households in the Columbus metro area, ensuring fantastic places to call home. Whether you're on the hunt for an exceptional living space, a top-notch association management company, or a property manager for your multifamily portfolio, visit our website at town.properties.com and let us elevate your living experience. Town Properties, always managing great places to live.
Experience the ultimate gridiron experience at the Ohio State Football Training Camp, presented by Safelite, Bob Discount Furniture, and Weber. Happening at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center August 1st through 4th. Don't miss your chance to get the first look at your Ohio State football team. Bring your friends and family and dive into the excitement with inflatables, giveaways, and more. Tickets are limited, so get yours today to ensure you don't miss out on the fun. Visit universe.com/OSU Training Camp 2024 to purchase your tickets today.
Join us for the Schmitz-Cardale-Jones Celebrity Softball Game, July 20th at Huntington Park.
Presented by Monogram Homes.
Former Buckeyes will swing for the fences against current Buckeye players. Details and tickets at BuckeyeCruise.com.
Excuse me, waiter. There's a hair in my soup. A long purple hair.
I'm so sorry. I'll get the manager.
I'm the manager. How can I help?
Wait, weren't you the plum insurance mascot?
What gave it away? My long purple fur?
Something like that.
What if all insurance companies were like NJM and were known for putting their policyholders first, not gimmicks? Then all those insurance mascots would have to get real jobs.
I'll pass on dessert.
No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM.
Nationwide Picnic with the Pops presents the Pride of the Buckeyes, the Ohio State University Marching Band. Don your scarlet and gray and join the Columbus Symphony for a night of fight songs, battle cries, Carmen, Ohio, and more. Special guest appearances include Brutus Buckeye and the Ohio State cheer team. Pack your picnic basket and join the fun at the first big tailgate party of the season, topped off with fireworks. July 26th and 27th. Get your tickets today at picnicwithapops.com.
We're dealing at Reichert Nissan. Hundreds of Nissans in stock, on the ground, and priced to sell fast. Low lease payments on brand new Reichert Nissan Sentras, only $229 a month. Now we're really dealing. With our best value guarantee and 72-hour exchange policy, you can't buy the wrong car. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33 or shop thousands of new and certified used at ReichertNissan.com. We're dealing.
With approved credit, 2024 Sentra SR FWD 24-month lease with $3,000 due at signing and $731.24.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman. Help me get the MLS All-Star Game party started at Rally House in Reynoldsburg for a special event this Sunday. I'll be there 10 to noon. Meet former crew player Alejandro Moreno for a picture and autograph from 1 to 2. Even get a special MLS house-branded Rally towel as a gift with purchase for the first 150 customers starting right at high noon. It's all this Sunday. Rally House is much more than just another sports store. Located in the shops at East Broad in Reynoldsburg, show your colors at Rally House. See you Sunday.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Columbus, Worthington, Air, and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Social media can be a cesspool. Allow us to navigate the waters. #Buckeyes.
Sponsored by The Waterworks. Trust the pros at The Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Visit thewaterworks.com today to get started.
Tyvis doing the air guitar out of tune. The harmonica playing. Tyvis Powell. Before the hashtag Buckeyes, by the way. In the chat on YouTube.
They say something nasty. You know, they
just a troll.
They trolling somebody?
Well,
is it you?
This
or
one
me?
guy, most annoying dog fan ever is his name. Buckeyes can't win anything without SEC transfers. He said Urban Meyer, Justin Fields, Caleb Downs, Judkins.
Urban Meyer. That's funny.
Now, I responded with, I think, any team wins championship now is going to have transfers from all over the place. It's just going to happen. Whatever school wins the national championship.
Well, in today's game.
Right.
That's.
Like I brought up Joe Burrow, right?
Yeah.
Jamison Williams.
Ain't nobody say nothing about that,
right?
did they?
So it happens. All right. Do you have a hashtag Buckeye for us today?
I do.
I should have asked you before the segment started. I assumed you did because you're a pro.
I appreciate that.
Except when it comes to booking guests.
Well, then you win some, you lose some.
Yes. Let's see if you win this one. Go ahead.
The hashtag I'm looking at is from Andy Backstrom. He goes, Jordan Hancock wants 5+ INTs this year. That would go a long way in helping Ohio State rediscovers its knack for takeaway creations. The Buckeyes forced only 11 turnovers in 2023, their fewest in a single season this century. Yeah, so my biggest thing about this is if he does get 5, that would be tremendous. I still remember when we won it all. I think, if I can remember correctly, it was 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's how our secondary was in takeaways. Somebody had 4, somebody had 5, somebody had 6, somebody had 7. So we did a really good job of getting takeaways. And when you look at this defense, that and sacks is like the number one thing that they're missing. Right. I think that they did a really good job of holding opponent or staying over the top, eliminating explosives, making teams have to dink and dunk down the field. And, that gets boring. People get anxious. And they got to take advantage of those greedy quarterbacks, because if you ask a quarterback all game to sit there and take check downs all game, that's not what they want to do. They want, at some point, they're going to get testy and they want to throw the ball deep, and you have to make them pay on that. So hopefully this season, if I can ask them to do anything better,
right,
it would be get more takeaways, because that right there, it's a game changer. It's demoralizing to a team, and it's a momentum shift. It's just so many things that come from an interception.
That surprised me. The 11's all they had last year?
Yeah. Yep.
And, I know turnovers don't happen as often as they used to. I mean, dude, there's been games in the 80s, I bring it up again, when Oklahoma had or was it 70s? Oklahoma played Ohio State in 1977, and Oklahoma won the game, but they had 9 fumbles the game or something like that. And like back then, they were interceptions all the time too because the quarterbacks sucked and they were bad at passing. But 11's an ungodly low number for Ohio State.
Yeah, like nobody punching at the ball, no rips or nothing. Like, come on, like you there's no way just 1 or 2 picks on the season. Like that's. I couldn't imagine. I had 2 in a game. Well, one got to take call back, but you know what I mean.
Then it doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
What happened?
Joey had targeting.
Okay, you had an interception?
Yeah. And Joey got targeted on the play.
Do you count that in your stats as an interception?
Yes. I mean, the funny thing is the best interception that everybody knows me for didn't even count for interceptions in my stats.
Which one?
The team up north one.
Why did that count in your stats?
Because it was an extra point.
Oh, that's not an interception then, Tyvis. That's different.
Yeah, they don't call it an interception.
No, Tyvis, that's not a real interception, Tyvis. I didn't even know I forgot that's what it was. Mm-hmm. You can't count that as an INT anyway.
It doesn't count on my stats.
I know, but you're counting it though.
No, I'm not.
You just said you were counting it.
No, that's not. I said I want to count my Notre Dame one. That's the one I want to count. The one that
targeting.
Yeah, that one counts.
Which one was one you're supposed to sit in the end zone in? Is that Alabama?
That's Alabama.
You're supposed to sit in the end zone.
Says who?
You weren't supposed to take it out.
Where do y'all come up with the fact that you can't take it out?
It made no sense to take it out.
Seven Banks did the same thing.
I'm not hosting with Seven Banks right now. I'm hosting with Tyvis Powell.
I'm just telling you.
Or Buckeye Great.
I'm just telling you.
I know.
If you listen, in this game, you could be safe or sorry. And if you play it safe, then you sorry.
Another motivational tip from Tyvis Powell.
Just saying.
Mine goes out. Ohio State tweeted this out. Gavin Bruni, a left-handed pitcher from Ohio State, was selected, the only Buckeye drafted in the Major League Baseball draft this season.
Oh, go Bucks.
17th round, 500th overall selection by the Washington Nationals. He last year he had some injury issues. He went 3-3. His stats were awful, but they must love his stuff because he was 3-3 with a 6.19 ERA.
Why you gotta say it?
They were bad. A 6.19 ERA is not a good ERA.
Why you gotta say it like you can come off a little bit nicer? It's the delivery of it. They must love his stuff because his stats is awful.
He must have really good stuff.
Just say, you know what? He has good stuff. You didn't need to include the second part.
I'm just saying I don't.
How do you think you displayed your hands today?
I didn't drop a ball. I started to go out there one-handed because I know people be trying to play me sometimes. So, I just want to go out there and catch everything in sight. Didn't drop no money today.
I really wish I would have one-handed one pass. I really do.
On an extra point. Bruni, 3-3, 6.19 ERA through 52 and a third innings last year. Gave it 45 hits and 42 walks. Again, not great numbers. Struck out 54 batters. So, like I say, it's a compliment. He must have good stuff. He was made 14 starts as a sophomore. He went 5-3 that year with the ERA 4.87 as a sophomore, and then the junior, like we talked about right now. So, good for him. The only Buckeye drafted in the Major League Baseball draft this year.
Tito, are you going to watch the All-Star game?
No,
not 1 minute.
Tyvis, I don't think I am. I'm on morning juice tomorrow. I got to get up at like 4 a.m. Maybe I'll watch a little bit. Okay, how about that? I'll watch a little bit.
Well, I'm sure that you're going to talk about it tomorrow.
Well, yeah, I'll DVR it. And when I get up at 4 a.m. when I'm like getting ready and stuff and finishing up show prep, I'll play it back.
You get up at 4 a.m. for morning juice?
Yeah. Dude, I go around to the farm areas and wake the roosters up when I do morning juice.
Tito,
that's how early I'm up.
Are you a Pirates fan?
No, I'm a Reds fan.
Okay. I feel sorry for you.
No, whatever. There's 2 Reds in there. And in the All-Star game this year, De La Cruz and Hunter Green. Hunter Green's going to pitch the 5th inning. I hate the fact they've already decided when certain guys are going to pitch.
Why?
Because play the game. Let the game decide who's going to pitch when.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm just saying, no. I know that Skeens for Pittsburgh, he's only going to pitch the 1st inning.
I don't like that part.
I don't either.
I feel like but I guess, you don't want to wear them out for the second half of the season.
But still, if he goes 1, 2, 3 in the 1st inning,
that's it.
Okay, but the 4th batter in the American League lineup is Aaron Judge. I want to see him face Aaron Judge.
He should win MVP.
I would want to. I'm saying that's what I want to see. That's the kind of All-Star game I want to see.
If Paul Skeens go up there, throws 9 pitches and strikes 3 people out of 9 pitches, he should be the All-Star.
He'll be the All-Star if that happens. Yes, but there are wagers out there on how fast his first pitch will be.
Oh, 101.
Well, that's the thing. It's like there's a couple of different bets on there. You could, I think one is like 99 to 99.5 or lower. One is
his
like
first pitch is going to be 100 plus.
I know he hit. I think he hit 102 in the last game. So, do you think it will be? You think it'll be 101?
101, straight down the pipe.
I will take the under
and
on
Stephen
that.
Kwan going to swing at it.
I'll try Stephen Kwan for the Tribe. Starting
one of the best pitchers versus the best hitter in baseball right now.
I don't know if he's the best hitter in baseball right now.
I mean, batting average wise, he leads the MLB. So,
all right, Tyvis, it's been a lot of fun the last couple of days, my man. You are off tomorrow. I am on Morning Juice the next 3
make
days.
sure you tune in to hear Jerry Sullinger tomorrow.
Yeah, I wish I could have heard him tonight. That'd be great. Let's get on the chat and talk about him tomorrow. Thank you, boys, Nathan, Cam, for all your hard work as well. Make sure you stick around. The All-Star Game starts next right here on 97.1 The Fan.
3 dudes who'll make you feel like the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah, we hornswoggled you good.
Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
You know that thing you've always been too scared to go for? It seems like you'll never have the guts. Then a cancer diagnosis. And doing that thing becomes way less scary. I would know. I've always wanted a black belt. And today, the only thing standing in my way is a few wooden boards. It's been a lot of hard work and 5 years since I beat cancer at Ohio Health. Bring it on. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans to learn more.
Meet Abdul and Mahmood, problem gambling counselor at Maryhaven.
More and more people are falling into problem gambling. It can happen so quickly that you don't realize it until you face a crisis. Gambling issues often connect to depression, anxiety, or other addictions. Maryhaven's experts offer comprehensive care. You and your loved ones can count on mental, emotional, and financial guidance.
Confidential and judgment-free.